Hey guys, welcome to the Pod Seat. My name is AJ.
Hello guys, this is Lex. Welcome back to another video and I hope you guys like it.
We apologize for not going live last week. We've been very, very busy with our separate lives and we're trying to get, make some more videos. So getting into it, today I feel like we should have a financial topic because it was a very volatile session in the market today. What do you think?
I don't know what is going on with the industry right now. Apparently, I heard that we might go into recession in about 60 days. It might be true, according to what you're about to say also.
Well, like I said, Chat GPT did say that, March 15th we might see a very dangerous stock market crash. But I mean, then again, I don't know if the AI will predict it. I mean, it's predicting a lot of things.
So
It's
you
doing a lot of things that are
you trust that
amazing.
system?
Well, I'm not sure. It's basically it gathers a lot of information through, a lot of sources. So, I mean, it probably knows something we don't. But I am definitely not in the market right now. So let me share the screen with you guys and show you what I'm talking about in a particular stock today that I'm going to be talking about. This is called SVB Bank. So Silicon Valley Bank. So today, as you can see, well, actually the past, let's go to the 5 minute chart. Lex, this stock was at 286, 280, on average. If you look at the 1 hour, it's been before the recession and everything started. I mean, this stock was going, now as you can see, I can't even fit in this map. As you can see, look at this. It's at $100 right now, closing 106. That's when it's closing. Even after hours, it's down 22%. Now, this stock is what they're comparing it to, like the Lehman Brothers in 2008. Basically, it did not have enough liquidity than what it actually showed on assets. It made a loss after selling all its assets too. So more than $1 billion loss to be exact.
So
Now,
what is the main reason why these guys are not doing good?
I
I
mean,
mean, I know you said there's not enough liquidity, but what else is? I mean, that's not the only thing, I'm sure.
so as you can see, this bank has been following, like literally, if we go to the Nasdaq chart, if we were to pull up the Nasdaq chart, and if I went to the same day chart right here, if I zoom out a little, if you see that, like, it's been at its peak, it was in November and 2021, and then 2022 was like downhill, and now you can see that we're in 2023. So, looking at that Nasdaq chart, it was following that trend line, as you can see. See, it peaked in 2021 November, and then downhill from there. So the raising rates that the Federal Reserve has done is saying that we're gonna extend rates and they're gonna be higher and longer. So when banks make money off of basically interest rates and stuff like that, but if no one's trying to borrow at these current rate levels, then your bank starts losing money, you start losing profits. So right now, especially, let me pull up the reason why too. Let me stop share this and share the other screen.
Is that the only bank in trouble at the moment
At the
that you know of?
moment, yes, at the moment. But the reason why this bank is at trouble is because, so as you can see, a 60% stock wipe up in two matter of 2 days. So basically, SVB, which does business as Silicon Valley Bank, launched 1.7 billion share sale on Wednesday to shore up its balance sheet because it had a 1.8 billion loss from the 21 billion dollars that was from the bonds portfolio that they had with the U.S. Treasuries. So uh the yield is at a higher rate than what their return of average was. So that is why there was a loss on their balance sheet. So whenever there's a higher yield curve, the banks don't make money. So with that being said, it was also triggered from a different bank which they did business with that included crypto, and that was called SI Silvergate Capital. So as
So
you can see,
wait, you
Silvergate
telling you
Capital wasn't. If
so
you
you
can see,
telling me this bank was doing business with the
they had some crypto assets,
cryptocurrency?
yeah. And as you can see, the crypto assets from 239 right now, it's sitting at 281. That was a low, or 284. So as you can see, this does not look good. Like all these people lost a lot of money with this crypto ventures and stuff. So uh some people
I thought
might
some
think as it's a good buying opportunity, but a lot of people that bought around here got the news that Silvergate is going bankrupt. They're not in a good position to even invest in. And some people, might want to do the day trading and stuff like that. Hey, these kind of stocks are, I would not recommend trading. Look right here. Silvergate Capital is shutting down. So they're announcing liquidation. So this stock might go back to zero. You can't even short the stock on a regular platform like Webull, Robinhood. You can't short it. You can't buy puts, nothing. So
I thought banks been supposed to invest a lot of money in cryptocurrency
this was a Silicon
because of
Valley
that
bank, right? So
because of
Silicon
that.
Valley, so the bank loses billions in value after tech lender SVB stumbles. You can like read all these articles, and you know, if you are a day trader, you might find this as a opportunity to make some money. I wouldn't risk it right now. It's a very, very volatile. So I mean, if you do want to buy puts or anything, you could probably look into that. So if I was in investing right now, we unlock this trading. I would be looking for some options that are safe. Let's see where the options
I'm
are.
sure this is not gonna be the only bank in trouble.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is definitely not the first bank that's gonna uh be in trouble right now.
I don't know what's going on lately. There's like three banks, Capital One banks in the area that I live in here in Houston, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all closed. Capital One banks are closing, at least in my area.
PNCs are closing. I mean, those are banks that, are quick on their money. Mostly some banks are going online. They don't need the branches, but
How can you make it though if you go online banking, like you have a
mostly
bank online?
online banking is like, Discover, American Express. Those are big companies, and they do a lot of online banking.
I
Capital
mean,
One,
if it's
PNC.
if it's a credit card system that they have and they make their money off credit cards, I get it, I understand. But if you're a bank, you need people. If you're a regular bank, you need people to come to your place and deposit money. Why
Yeah.
would I open a bank account if it's an online banking? I still need a bank to deposit my money into, like if
Well,
I had cash.
if you think about it this way, like let's put it this way. Um, so if we were to like let's say if I put in my safety, I mean checking say not safety, savings account. Let's say I put $10,000 with a current rate going at like 3.6%. I'm gonna be making at least like $30 a month. Throughout the whole year, I'll probably make like 350, 360, depending on what the yield rate is. Now, that is from monthly to yearly income. Now, with that money that's saved, right? What the banks do is they'll get they'll give you that percentage, right? But what banks do is they'll use that money that you have in your savings account, lend it to other people that want to borrow at a higher rate. You see? So
Right, right.
when like Chase, their savings account is like trash, like 0.01 or something. So they they have a lot of room to play with, more profits generated by those kind of banks because they're bigger. They don't really focus on, the safety savings account. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying safety. But if you look at their certificate of deposit accounts or CD accounts, they are giving high yield rates. So basically what it is that like, let's say you put $10,000 for 1 year, you'll get 4.5% out of it or 4% out of it. So basically your $10,000 are just sitting there for a year, just like a savings account, but you get like 400 or $450 at the end of the year. Uh, and those banks probably make even more by giving out, the to other borrowers for like 6, 7%, 8%, and that's monthly. So that's how banks make their money.
Well, they're
So
flipping every dollar that we would deposit. So if you deposit a dollar, they're
correct, yeah,
flipping it. It's a
correct, yeah,
flip.
yeah. So for them, it's like they're always investing with new businesses, new loans, whatever it is. But
What do
uh
you think about this bank, the bank we were talking about? Do you think they're going to make it through maybe this year, or do
Capital
you
One,
think there's no SVB,
SVB,
or do you think there's going to be a bigger bank that's going to come and rescue them and find them out?
I mean SVB is not very much of a bank that I would find worth saving if I was like, the government, or, because it's not a very popular bank throughout the United States. It's mostly based in like California, maybe some
Yeah,
places
but
in Florida where
that's how
tech
the
companies are.
that's how the system starts. In 2008, a lot of small banks went out of business
Yeah.
because they don't have the funds and they're not big enough to make enough or get enough attention from the government to help them out. So that's how they go out of business because they're small banks and they don't have the money. And that's where Chase, Bank of America, and these other big banks, they get stronger.
Well, right now, what's gonna happen with this bank is that, a lot of people are gonna withdraw their money out. So, and as they're gonna do it as fast as they can because the news is out. So some people might get their money, might not get their money. It might be another FTX situation, but like FTX was something that, went out of hand. SVB is gonna be another thing that goes out of hand, and you'll see this debacle go to court and everything, and you'll see people trying to get their money, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of assets because uh as you can see, in a matter of minutes, if I pull up how much this is worth right now, let's see that in financials of this. Um, yeah, it lost like $7 billion worth of value just today.
That's a
Just
lot of
today.
money.
That is a lot of money, yeah. So, and it might continue tomorrow too. So, I mean, if you're a day trader, look for those opportunities. If your platform allows it, but it's also very risky.
Can you
You can
imagine
see a
what
quick upside too.
can you imagine what the CEO is going through right now?
Well, CAO needs to be held responsible for these kind of uh things that happen in these kind of companies. Because I feel like they get comfortable with a lot of people's money that they don't really know what's going on their asset sheets. And their the balance sheets are literally important in any business. And if you are too comfortable, because SVB made a lot of money really quick, their stocks were going crazy high, and you could be a company and you can do very, very well in a short matter of time when it's a really good market. The true test of a company comes when these kind of times happen, when a
Yep.
recession is about to happen or a depression is about to happen.
You're absolutely
So,
right. You're 100% right.
a lot of people, that's why they, like Apple, Microsoft, Google, those are companies that, survive headwinds. So, those are the companies that investors look into, you know, put their money in. Uh, right now, in another video, actually, I think we should talk about how you can, save your money during a recession and how there's extra ways to make money. Uh, so we can probably, help you guys, invest whatever, you want and still make money and not having to put it in places where it could be really risky right now.
I think the time that we going through right now, investing and putting your money in a high risk position is a bad idea. Is
Well,
there's gonna be if it is true that we're gonna it's gonna get worse than what it is right now, there's gonna be a lot of companies going out of business.
yeah, but with that happening, there would be some opportunities that you can look into. And if you have cash on hand, basically you can flip it and basically make a lot of money. Like the time I was saying when Tesla was going down, a lot of people that invested in Tesla within 3 weeks. Like if you would have invested in Tesla in the beginning of January till the end of beginning of February, you would have doubled your money. So, you know, it's just you got to look for opportunities, when to invest, where to invest. It's like I said, it's always necessary to
Tesla
keep
Tesla is a good
updated.
Tesla is a good company though. You know, Tesla
Yeah.
is do you, AJ, can you see yourself with no Tesla vehicles? Like no more Tesla. Do you think I mean Tesla came in and they changed the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, once you change the game, you change the game. I mean, I don't think
I don't see the US. I'm
it
not gonna
just
say
it
the
just
world, but the
depends
US.
on
I don't see
what kind of competition comes too. So like, if like Tesla right now is the only one calling the shots, right? So
right.
just like how, like, if you go through history, whenever there was the IBM was like one of the first computer companies, and they were calling the shots, they were the big boys. Then these two little companies, Microsoft and Apple, were going at it, trying to make it. And now you see, those two
IBM
companies
is yeah.
are
But to
dominant.
me, Tesla, the only way Tesla is gonna go down is if or when the big boy, the boss man, either retire or die. I think that's where the other companies are going to get the opportunity to do better and outgrow Tesla.
Yeah, I mean Tesla's gonna operate at a high function, and it's a very good company to look out to. So if you find any good investment opportunities there, like right now it's at 170 aftermarket, so it's still a good opportunity. If you still want to wait and you know, see if you can invest when it's at a lower price, which I'm hoping it goes even lower so I can buy more. You know,
By the way, did you hear about Tesla opening a money
factory in
factory in
Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah, yeah,
That's a big deal.
yeah. It is.
That's that's a big deal. I
It
wonder
is.
what they're going to be building. I know in Austin they said they're gonna start building the 18 wheeler.
And cyber trucks and all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, but
but
I don't know what they're going to be building in Mexico.
mm, it'd be a good mystery.
Yeah,
So Tesla, we'll talk about it in another video too, because I have a lot to talk about Tesla. But yeah, this was one of the big pop-up news for this bank that I think people should look out for tomorrow in the market. It might be a big opportunity to make some quick money, get in, get out, you know, get that cash and sit on it.
yeah, yeah. And hopefully whoever has money in that bank, they're gonna be able to get
Correct,
it back.
correct. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not fair for you to
I
put
hope
your
they I hope you
savings.
get your money out of that bank
Yeah,
if
you
you
know,
can, because some people are trying to and they're saying it's getting delayed.
but hopefully it's not gonna be another Enron. But a lot of people lost their money.
Oh,
Retirement.
talking about Enron, Michael Burry messaged on the chat his tweet speaking there's another Enron. And I think a lot of people are saying that this is another Enron. So we might see a collapse of this and I
But
might I might buy a put tomorrow just to see
do you
how
think
it
this
goes.
bank is big enough though? I mean, is it big enough to compete what Enron was? I mean, that event was huge. Enron.
I mean, this bank was, if we look at it, like their
I mean, they have a
financials.
lot of yeah, they have a lot of money. Or had
So the financials was, the interest income of that bank was 80%, and total net income per quarter was around 315 to $500 million. So
that's pretty big.
yeah, uh, a lot of people invested their money.
Poor people, man. Again, hopefully they're gonna get their money back. Can- it's tough to be
Yeah,
the
a
one
lot of
who,
people made a lot of money on their puts. Like if you look at it, oh my God, goodness gracious. Puts were going insane.
yeah, think about
People
it.
made a
If you
lot
one of
of
those
money.
person, AJ, that put your money, you were planning to retire with that money, and you probably 60, 65. You have no time to be earning and saving more money.
Yeah, correct.
Hopefully they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it back.
Yeah. Well, with that note, we'll say goodbye and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, guys. Thank you for your time again, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.